I'm Penny. Welcome to this beginner's sequence for Yin Yoga. This can be done any place you'd like, on the bed, on a floor. You don't necessarily need a mat, but if you have one, it's always great to have. There isn't any required props except for you would need a strap or something that you could use as a strap, maybe a belt or even a towel works. So if you have that, get that ready. And you can have blocks, but it's not necessary, but they're nice to have. So you can get those. And when you're ready, come back and we will start with a seated meditation. I'm just going to seat up on this block. So I'm sitting on this meditation cushion. If you have one, it's great to use. Get your knees slightly lower than your hips. You want to squish off to the very end of the prop. However, you don't need to have a meditation cushion or even a block for this particular meditation. You can sit on a pillow if you'd like. You can sit up against your wall if you're on your bed. So go ahead and close your eyes. Take your hands into Chin Mudra, Gaya Mudra, thumb and forefinger together. Straighten your arms. Palms can be up and receiving for beginning. It can also be down towards the floor for more grounding. So close your eyes. Take a breath in and exhale. And come up with an intention for this practice. Your intention can be for healing, relaxation, solving a problem, whatever you'd like. Just take a breath in and exhale. Let all the troubles go away. Just take a nice breath in and out. Go ahead and open your eyes. Push your bolster away if you're using one. And our first pose today we're going to do is a child's pose. So come down with your knees either apart or together, your choice. And just come forward. And your hands can be in front or beside, whatever's the most comfortable. For your child's pose, if you prefer to have the knees further apart, push back just a little bit with your hands and let your stomach just fall through in your child's pose. If your knees are together, pull your abdominals in slightly and you can curl down. This makes it more an inversion, and you can put your arms right beside you. So I'm going to let you pick your choice today. I'm going to do wide-legged. It's one of my favorite. It realigns your spine. And I'm going to bring my hands into a kind of a V at the top of my head. So just take a breath in and out. If you'd like, you can always put your head on your hands, and that can kind of make this a little bit more comfortable for you. So you're going to be here for a while, so you want to be comfortable. And just breathe. Now, it's always your option if you want to play some music in the background. That's always good. Or if you just want to listen to the silence or my voice, that's also good. So take some breaths in and let everything go. Let your day go. Let your worries go. Let your stress go. Just let your body just relax into this restorative pose. So from child's pose, take a breath in. And as you exhale, push yourself out of your child's pose. Sit in heroes for just a moment. And we're going to start with a quad pose. So we're going to lay on your stomach, on your abdominals. And you can use a strap or you can use your hand. That's up to you. So for a strap, you're just going to take the end of your strap and put it around your foot. And this is a quad stretch. So I'm just going to take this strap in my hand and bring it over the top so that my hands don't have to work, and put my forehead on my hands. And just relax into the stretch. Now, if it feels like you should be doing more, you really don't need to. If you feel like you want to grab your ankle with your right hand, I'm using my right leg. Whatever leg you choose to use is great to start off with, but I'm going to start with the right. You can use your hand and be active, pulling on your foot towards your glutes. If you feel like your hamstring's starting to cramp, just kind of let go of that and let it relax a little bit, and then come into the stretch. So I'm just going to use this strap, bring my head down to my hands, and just take some nice breaths in and let the quadriceps unwind. These quads do a lot of work every day. And I invite you to come up with a mantra, just letting things go that no longer serve you. Take a breath in. If you feel like there's any pinching in your back, you can put a pillow underneath your hips for this one as well. So take a breath in. And exhale. If you have a strap, go ahead and take that strap off. If you're just holding your foot, take that off. And now just kind of windshield wiper your legs back and forth and back and forth. And let's go ahead and do the other side. So the other side, just take a strap, put it on your ankle if you're going to use the strap. And I'm going to show you what you can do with a pillow if you feel like this is pinching your low back, or if it's too uncomfortable on your hips. I'm just going to lay on this pillow with my hips on the pillow. And that can give you some relief if you're feeling like it's pulling on your low back. So whether you're using a pillow or not, go ahead and put the strap on your left foot and just come forward, holding that strap with your right hand. You can put your head on your hand. Now, if you don't have a strap, or if you don't want to use a strap, it's perfectly okay to go back and grab that foot with your left hand, getting a nice stretch in your quadriceps. So you have options. And you can do this video many times and switch those options every time. So I'm just going to use my strap so I can just relax my upper body. And sometimes that's just really nice to do, so you don't have to do any more work, especially since part of this yin practice is letting the body unwind and relax. And breathe. Focus on letting go of any tension that's in your quadriceps. If you feel like your quads are starting to cramp, or if you feel like your hamstrings, that's these muscles here, you can give that a break and then pull it back in just to get a nice stretch. So take a long breath in, long, slow breath out. Let that left foot go, and then just windshield wiper again your legs. Push back off of the pillow or the floor if you're using it. I'm going to put this pillow to the side and go ahead, turn around and lay on your back for a hamstring stretch. So if you have the strap, this is when you're really going to want to use it. And I'm going to give you the option of straightening your left leg out or bending it. Take your strap and put it on your belt, put it on your right foot. Go ahead and point and flex this right leg, this right foot, and then hold on to the strap with your right hand. And if you like to straighten out that left leg, go right ahead. You're not going to have as much flexibility, but we're trying to unwind these hamstrings. And just relax. Let your body unwind itself. And focus on your intention of healing, of letting things go. And breathe. And we're going to be here for a while, so just take a long breath in, long, slow breath out. Imagine your hamstrings just relaxing, letting go, and opening up. Now, if you don't have a strap and you just want to hold on to the back of your hamstring, that's okay too. And you can always use like a towel, whichever works for you. And breathe. And whatever you do, whatever your self-talk is, try to keep it positive. You may be telling yourself, oh, I'm not very flexible. It doesn't really serve you to be too much negative self-talk. So take a breath in and exhale. And when you're ready, just let that right leg open and place your hand on your left hip, anchoring that left hip down as much as you can. Let the inside of your leg just open up. This is great for hamstrings, but it's also great for your adductors. Hannigan's come to join me. Maybe she'll lay down if she wants to. So just take a breath in and exhale. This is a really nice yoga to do either on a bed or on the floor. Be gentle with yourself. There's no contest. There's no prize for getting your foot all the way to the floor or up to your ears. Nothing like that. There's no prize. So, take a breath in. And as you exhale, bring that right leg up. And we're going to do a stretch where we take your strap in your left hand and take your foot over to the left, getting a nice stretch in this glute. This isn't necessarily a twist. It's more of a glute and ITB stretch. So you're just going to keep relaxed on the floor. And just no straining when you hold the strap. You're just letting the body unwind itself. And just take some nice breaths in. Imagine the right hip, glute maximus medius, and this ITB and TFL just unwinding. Focus on your attention. So take a breath in. Take a slow breath out. Bring that right leg up in the air. And pull that knee into your chest. And take the strap off and then wiggle your ankles around and go ahead and straighten that right leg out. Bring that left leg in and put that strap, if you have one, on your left foot. And then take, like I said, for this first hamstring stretch, if you want to keep this right knee bent, that's great. That's your choice. Or you can go ahead and straighten it. Now go ahead and point and flex this left foot, getting a nice warm up of the calves, waking up the sciatic nerve, and then just pull that hamstring. Just a little bit, nothing strenuous. Be gentle with yourself. It's just more of a traction, less of a pull for that hamstring. And breathe. Option to always pull the back of your leg instead of pulling on the strap. That's your choice. And you can do this video several times and switch up how you do it every time. This is yoga practice, definitely not yoga perfect. And there's no prize. And you may feel like your sides are different, like your right and your left side aren't the same. Try to avoid judging yourself. We're very good at judging ourselves, and we don't really need to do that. This is a time for helping to heal your body, and the less judgment, the kindness that we show ourselves will help in that healing. And just breathe. Imagine your left hamstring letting go of tension. Imagine your left hamstring opening up, letting go of all the tension of the day. So go ahead and take a breath in. And as you exhale, drop that left leg open to the left side. And if you find there's a wall there, like I'm finding, you can just move slightly over. And there's no prize to getting your foot all the way down to the floor. So let it go. Let the expectations of the pose go. If you had your left leg bent before, you can bend it for the side, or just let it be straight. But what you do want to do is anchor with your right hand on your right hip so your hip doesn't pop up. And just breathe. This stretch is great for this hamstring on the left side and the inner thigh on the left side. And just breathe. Now I'm using a strap. You can always just use your hand and hold your leg, but it can make you kind of feel tired. So take a breath in. And as you exhale, bring that left knee in. Straighten out the leg on the left side and drop that left leg over to the right. So you get a really nice stretch on your hip. And your hips are going to be different on every side. So no judging, no expectation. Like I said, there's no prize for getting your foot all the way to the floor or anything like that. And the goal is to stretch out the hip. So this is for the glute, the ITB, the side of the hip, glute medius, maximus, and TFL. So not necessarily so much of a twist as it is just a nice iliotibial band stretch. So try to keep your shoulders on the floor and even your hips more on the floor. And breathe. Imagine all the tightness in your glutes, your ITB, just letting go. With the strap, it helps. If you don't have a strap with these, you can always just use your hand on your leg. But it really is nice to have a strap. So take a breath in. And exhale, bring that left knee in and pull it into your chest. Take your strap off for right now. Bring your right knee in, and we're just gonna roll around, giving that hip a massage. Roll onto your right side. Push yourself up to a seated position. I have company here. And we're going to do half butterfly on the right side. So take your left leg and bend your left leg like you're in a tree pose. Pull your abdominals in and then just come forward. And because this is a yin practice, you can let your head fall. You can, okay, I'm going to leave the pillow there for the dog. You can put your head on a pillow, or you can put your head on your fists. You can use the strap. So I'm going to put the strap on my foot and show you what that would look like. Pull the foot in and then just lean forward. It's completely up to you. So whatever your choice is, I'm going to show you, you can do this without anything. If you feel like your knees are tight, you can actually put your fists underneath your knees for a bend, or even a bolster under your knees. And just breathe, relax. Let everything go. Let go of expectations. Let go of things that do not serve you. Go ahead and push out of this hamstring low back stretch. Pull your right knee in. Straighten your right leg out. Straighten your left leg out. Bring your right knee in. You can always sit up on a pillow or a blanket for this. If you feel like you need your hips to be a little higher, take a breath in. And as you exhale, just come over your left foot. and pull your toes towards you. You can always use your strap, or you can just relax over the top and just dangle over the top of your quadricep here. Options again to put your fists under your knees if you don't have a block or a blanket or pillow or a bolster or something for that, or just have it straight. It's completely up to you, no straining. Be kind to yourself and breathe. Imagine your back opening up, your hamstrings opening up. These forward bends are really good for the parasympathetic nervous system. Focus on your breath. Focus on letting things go that don't serve you. Focus on being kind to yourself. Go ahead and take a breath in. Exhale out. Push yourself up into a seated position. And take your legs and straighten them up and just kind of wiggle them out. So go ahead and we're going to do a lay down pose here now. So go ahead and lay on your back. And our next pose is going to be reclining butterfly. If you would like, you can take your bolster or your blocks and put them underneath your knees for this reclined butterfly. That would look like this. So we have Hannigan joining us today. And while I was in Norway, she was at my sister's house. So you can always put blocks underneath your knees so that you don't feel like your leg is just kind of dangling. That can take a lot of stress off your back. I'm going to use my dog for my side. So just take a breath in and exhale. You can place your hands on your abdominals if you want, or just open to the side. Knees can be on your bolster. It isn't necessary for them to be on there. It's just kind of nicer on the low back to help it relax if your knees aren't dangling. And take a breath in. As you exhale, just imagine your body unwinding and everything just letting go. And you can close your eyes if you choose to, or leave them open. It's up to you. Imagine your low back letting go. Imagine your inner thighs letting go. Your body unwinding and resetting itself for the next rest of your day, or even the next day tomorrow. So take a breath in and exhale. Go ahead and take your knees, and you can use your hands and push your legs together. And take your knees into your chest And this is going to be a reclined child's pose. So go ahead and put your hands on your knees and massage your low back one more time. And for reclining child's pose, put your hands on your knees and just pull your knees into your chest. If you can, wrap your hands around your knees. That's always a nice thing to do, but you still want to push your hips down to the floor. For some people, you may want to take your strap and you can loop it on both sides like this and then just pull down. And that can be your child's pose, reclining child's pose. Especially if it's not comfortable for you to wrap your arms around your knees. So that would just look like this. This is really good for digestion when you do any kind of pressure on your abdominals. It's good for your parasympathetic nervous system. So just breathe. And let the troubles of the day just melt away. Come back to your uplifted intention, your intention for your practice. Resolving a problem, healing yourself, helping to heal somebody else. And breathe. Take a breath in and exhale. If you're using a strap, put that to the side. Take your hands on your knees and just move those around, massaging that sacrum again. And you can take your feet down to the floor and do some windshield wipers on your feet. The next pose is Shavasana, and Shavasana is going to be your choice of how you would like to do it. You can put a pillow over your eyes. You can pull a blanket over the top of you. If you're doing this on your bed, you can just put your head on the pillow and just close your eyes. Let go of what you think the pose should look like and just enjoy however it is. So if you need a block under your head or a pillow under your head, just please grab that. It's whatever helps you to relax. And leave that up to you. So for this Shavasana, close your eyes. Focus on letting things go. Wiggle your toes. Relax your toes. Wiggle your ankles. Relax your ankles. Move your legs back and forth. Relax your legs, relax your quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes. Focus on relaxing your digestive system, your low back. Breathe into your diaphragm, relax your diaphragm. Relax your hands. your lower arms, your upper arms. Relax your shoulders. Relax your back. Give your body permission to rest. Give your body permission to let go of guilt, blaming. Just let these things go that don't serve you. You can say the mantra, I release things that no longer serve me. You can also say the mantra, I treat myself gently and kindly. Relax your shoulders. Relax your face, your tongue. If your tongue is up to the top of your mouth, just let it fall. Relax your eyes, your ears, your brain, even your hair. Just let it go. And we'll just be here quietly for just a couple more moments. Now you're welcome to stay in this Shavasana as long as you'd like. A 10-minute Shavasana is wonderful. If you're doing this on your bed before bedtime, you just crawl under the sheets. Let it all go. So you're welcome to stay in the Shavasana. If you've got places to go, things to do, I invite you to go ahead and push yourself up into a seated meditation position. You can sit on your block or on your bolster. My dog's using my bolster, so I will just sit on the block. Oh, I guess she's had enough. So I'm sitting on the edge of this block. You're welcome to sit anywhere that's comfortable or stay in your Shavasana. Take your hands back into Gaya Mudra and place them face down on your knees. I thank you so much for participating in this beginning Yin Yoga sequence. You can do this class anytime, many times. You can change how you use the straps. We're going to close this sequence with one sound of peace, one sound of Om. So take a breath in. Om. Take your hands into prayer. Namaste. Thank you so much for participating. We'll see you again. Leave any comments if you have any questions. Namaste.